How's it going, YouTube? Today I'm going to show you my solution for onboard air in my 2020 Jeep Wrangler Rubicon. So I obviously decided to go with the ARB twin compressor. I do have 37s and I wasn't really interested in a power tank. So this seemed like the best option. I went with the ARB Underseat mount. There's several underseat mounts for ARB twin compressors, but I think ARB's is the best. This is it from the rear. You see there's a steel plate here to protect the compressor and prevent people from kicking it. If you have the Mopar mats, you will need to trim them so it fits, or just turn them up. It doesn't really matter. Now, I installed the main power wire through the passenger side grommet, and it is a major undertaking. I highly recommend watching the Genesis dual battery setup install video on YouTube, which will show you how to remove the battery and fuse panel. That will give you access to that grommet from the engine side and make installation a lot easier. I spent hours pushing guide wires through and soldering them to the wires I was trying to run to pull them through, and it just took hours and was a nightmare. So definitely, just if you're going to go this route, just pull those the battery and the fuse panel out that are right here, and it'll make it a lot easier. I was about waist deep up into the fender attempting to get to this passenger side grommet. So look at the compressor. Now, I did originally have it wired to my auxiliary switch here, number 4, but I decided I wanted to save that for something else. So I did rewire it back to with the ARB switch. It is a 5-pin switch that has a dimming feature to light up with your dome lights. Now, I got an idea from a JL Wrangler forum member who used this. They tapped into the dome lights under here to have that light turn on. I ended up using the brighter light in here. One of those stays on for, I guess you call it mood lighting, when the car is on at night. The other one turns on with the dome lights and gradually gets brighter. So I tapped into that one. So I obviously don't have the doors on right now, but if you did have your doors on, you would open it. These would light up, or just this portion would light up. Now, when you turn the rocker on, the ARB logo would light up and the compressor would turn on. As far as the compressor, I wired the power to the switch to the ignition wire under here. You have the 4 pass-through wires, then you have the ignition wire, and then a battery wire. Now, if your doors are off, you don't want anybody just coming up and turning your compressor off and on. So that's why I went with the ignition wire, so it does require you to turn on the vehicle. Now we're on, and I'll just use this air sprayer here to demonstrate. I don't want that to shoot off at me. But yeah, glad I went with this route. From what I've read, it gets too hot under the engine bay to mount reliably under there. Also, the kits that mounted in the fender or you know, on the skid pan, exposed to water, mud, and whatnot. I was originally thinking about the moor bracket that goes back here, but when your top is off, it's just there for all eyes to see. And while I admit it would be an undertaking to steal it from there, you know, it is there. Somebody has time and tools, they could get to it easier than right here, where you don't really notice it unless it's being pointed out to you, as in this video. But yes, I'm very pleased with this. If you have any questions, leave a comment. I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Install, not easy, but worth it. Thanks for watching.